Not a whole lot of time, but it's been a while since I've actually like gone off script and just had like a I guess like a how do I put this? Gosh, this is really hard. All right, yesterday was kind of rough, right? So there's a few things that I had to do that really kind of not messed me up in a way, but like, and then coming into this morning, I got picked up for class yesterday, and then actually went to class today. Overall, not too bad. I'm still here, and I think days like yesterday or even today is when I really have to start counting my blessings. It's usually the small things that matter. The reason I bring this up is because just yesterday, these past few weeks, I was on suicide watch for a few sailors, and it does worry me because some of these people, like, I know them, and like it's very personal to me that they're okay. And just like, with the holidays coming up and everything like that, it's just like has me worried. And then there's also like some of the things that I've been dealing with too that kind of add up to like mental strain. And I just overall just tired. Just mentally stressed out, mentally tired. And I'm not gonna lie, last night I was here actually. I was here last night, seeing where I was at physically with like my physical fitness, because that the standards are getting not ridiculous. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I think it's definitely doable. It's just not really easy right now, right? 3 miles in like 20 minutes, dude. Like most people here can't even run 1 mile in 10. So that's actually a problem. I mean, I know we got a year to like make it up or whatever, but like that's a kind of a problem, right? So we got to get on that. So came out here to do pull-ups, do my push-ups, my plank. My plank got better. So I'm doing that. Anyway, it sucked because I wanted to go for a run, and running is what I love to do, because when I'm during the days where like the day sucks, maybe you got chewed out at the chief's office, or maybe I don't know, you failed a test, or you got alpha reset, whatever. Going for a run always fixed it for me. Even like at home, I guess, to clear my head, I would always go for a run. And the things that would stress me out at home were how crowded the house was, readjusting to the new people in the house. I guess like new responsibilities too. It's a lot to deal with back home, which is, why I ran so much, why I loved going for runs, because it helped me my mental, right? But yeah, I couldn't do that yesterday because when I went to the track, I'm not going to get into details, but I saw something that I wasn't supposed to see. It caused me to not run. It kind of ruined it for me. Like I couldn't go for a run. And yeah, I can go on the treadmill, but I would rather run outside, like in real life. Like I want to feel the progress through my distance. It's like I can gauge it better. Yeah, I couldn't clear my head the rate that I wanted to, which is running. So what I did instead, and this is kind of what I did instead, was I put all my energy into my physical workouts and completely killed my arms. And then I was dumb and decided not to bring my backpack to class. And then so I held my hydration tool in my left hand with my Monster energy drink, and then I had my notebook in the other hand. So my hands were full, no backpack. I thought we were gonna march to like I didn't know how far the class was, but it was pretty dang far. So we ended up marching kind of a bit of ways, and my arms are like dead, and I'm over here holding like a death grip, 2 hydration tools, and a notebook in the other, trying to not drop either, and like not step on the person in front of me, but also not get stepped on behind me. It was a lot of things to worry about. I could feel like my grip getting weaker, like, cause I worked out my arms to death, right? Cause I wasn't thinking. I was killing myself last night, trying to clear my head and get things straight. And then, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. I think I'm okay. I have my backpack now. We went over the rules of engagement for like how to conduct ourselves, what to bring to class, and the backpack is one of them. We were told we could, but like, I don't know. I was kind of like being a little too careful. But now I know. Yeah, I'm ready to go now, which is great. So I'm not worried at all. Just marching. And then another thing is going into that, like snacks. Packing snacks. We could do that. I didn't really know we can do that, but we can do that. Actually, my auntie actually came in clutch and got me a care package, like a bunch of snacks that are my favorite, like all my favorite snacks. Didn't even miss, like completely, like all of my snacks, right? And like I'm not even kidding. Like that was the best thing that happened so far this week. aside from getting bravoed up and phasing up and everything, but like the best thing that happened to me this week was receiving that care package. Also this sweater, but we'll get to that in a second. But that care package was so like it was so personal, and like it was so, those were all my favorite things. And it wasn't just one of my favorite things, one of each. It was like 2 or 3 of all of my favorite things. Having somebody that knows you that well put time and effort to like do something that nice for you, like that feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to admit this, but like I almost cried. Okay, like it was that deep for me, you know? Yeah, because it was like it's been a while since I felt I guess normal, because like we talked about this before in the last video, like struggling with, you know, identity and like who I'm becoming versus who I am, right? Should I, you know, remain steadfast and hold on to what is good? I mean, obviously, right? Or should I conform to the environment around me for the sake of survival? Whatever that looks like, whatever that means, right? What does that even mean? Right? I don't even know. I guess like conforming to like adapt, right? And then when you adapt, you're just you acclimate and you're just better off. But I don't want that, you know? And getting a care package that was so personal and so from somebody who actually knows me that well, and it was just, that meant the world to me. It really did. And it's like I don't get that, you know, not here. People don't know who I am, right? I mean, sure, I made a lot of cool friends in boot camp, and I met a lot of cool friends here, but it's like to know somebody on like on the level that, you know, I mean, she's my auntie, like it's she's gonna know me, right? But it's not just that, but you know, it's just like having someone in general that knows you and just would do something nice for you like that. And the thing is, they didn't have to ask because they already knew, you know? Like, I haven't had that in a while. And it's like, it sucks being in the environment that I am, and that I'm in. The environment that I'm in, it's not clean. It's not stable. It's exhausting. Like, it's just the little things, man. Trying to get this stuff off my chest, you know? That's why I'm, like, going off script. I don't have an outline for this, you know? It's just me out here, and I know you guys I said the next video was gonna probably be at that beach, but like, let's be honest here, I gotta wake up at like 5, which means I gotta be up by 4 to get ready and then get there, you know what I mean? So which means technically I gotta wake up at 3:30, which I'm fine with because I do that. But the problem is this, being up late at night. Now I know it's a problem, but it's like, this is like what I do to make myself feel better. Like, if it's not running, it's talking to the camera. And I know there's not a lot of people that watch my videos, but I don't do this for anybody but me, right? So when I'm talking about life advice, when I'm talking about the topics I talk about in my videos, I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking to me. It's a form of healing for me. It's a form of escape. That's really what this channel is all about. These are journal entries, in a sense. For what? I don't really know, and I don't really care. I just want it documented, you know? And if you're interested, like, watch the video or whatever, but like, whatever. But anyway, it's like, the only time I have to myself is at night when I'm free. I don't have curfew, right? So I can stay out. And if I had my own car, I probably wouldn't be on base right now. I'd probably be out there doing something. But no, this is really the only time I have to like be myself with myself, just be by myself, because ain't no privacy here. You don't get privacy here at all. You don't get a clean environment. And granted, I mean, it's the Marine Corps side of the base, right? It's not gonna be roaches. It's empty. It's not clean, but it's empty, and it's a space that's like I can use, right? I can't use my dorm. I cannot use my dorm. Even if I could, I wouldn't. It's just so messy and dirty, and it's just man, it's exhausting trying to keep up with all of it, And I think a big part of that is stress, because like when I'm stressed out, I don't have time to clean, right? And like the state of your room, your bedroom, is a reflection of how of your mental state. If you clean your room, you'll feel better, right? And back home, I would clean my room to feel better. But no matter how much I clean my room, it's somehow still a mess. Hernandez. I'm sorry. See, here's the thing. I can't even blame people for this. I take it back, kind of. Clean your room. So I have to get out, right? I'm not. There's a reason why I'm never home. There's a reason why I'm never at the dorm, because it's just not an environment for me. Yeah, it's just stressful. Just wanted to get that off my chest, I guess. Like, just, just dealing with a lot lately, and I've been taking so many L's, and I took a really big one last night. Well, I wouldn't say it's an L, really. It's more of a kind of a, I don't even want to call it a disappointment, because it was like, it's just things didn't go my way. But I did get something out of it, which was clarity and closure, and now I can move forward and do my own thing. And yeah, it's just, take it on the chin, right? And just take the hit and keep moving, I guess. Like, you made a mistake, or you went through something and it was rough for you, and you just keep moving forward. That's something that I always struggled with, was moving forward, like forward motion. I got a lot better at it, especially during basic. That was because there's no time to think. You just got to do the right thing at the right time and just know. And if you made a mistake, just correct it. And the thing is, like, and I always believe this too, like, it's okay to make mistakes. It's gonna happen, right? But as long as you correct it, be a man, own up to it, move forward, right? That's kind of the attitude I'm gonna carry now. Is I'm just gonna suck it up and just go through the motions, I guess. But again, going back to the beginning, counting your blessings. So we're gonna end on a high note. It was very expensive, but I got a new end-up blouse that actually fits and actually looks better. I don't look like I'm shaped like a pear, which is great, because there's a lot of people that wear the uniform and they look all like floppy. They look like they look baggy when they wear the end dubs. So I'm a short guy. I'm kind of small. So I did what a small short person would do and get a blouse that was small short, which was the right move, because the blouse that I had was like a small regular, and that was like, yeah, it was small, but it was like for like regular sized people. I'm not a regular sized person, like, at all. Anyway, I got my size and it fits really well. I don't think I need to buy the bottoms, because I think they're fine. I think they're okay. I mean, everybody's body type is different, so like, it's not going to be like a terrible thing to like not match the bottoms. I think the small short bottoms were too short for me anyway. I mean, you never know. When I get my next paycheck, we'll find out. It was expensive, but not only did I get the right size, but when I picked it up, it was already pressed. So, you know what? Like, I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it. Hey, man, a win's a win. And not only that, but going back to what I was saying before about the snacks, that was the care package, dude, that made my day. Like, yeah, I took so many L's, and yeah, everything sucked, but like, hey, at least I got, I know someone cares about me. Like, I feel that. I actually feel the love. Like, I feel better about that. And then another thing would be like this sweater, right? Yeah. So I got this sweater, and it's really nice. Like, it's my favorite. It's my favorite piece of civilian clothes I currently own. It feels great, and it came from Australia. And I don't know if that means anything, but dude, I highly recommend you cop one of these. It is not only mad comfortable and also super warm and soft on the inside, but it looks really cool, and it's black and white, so it pretty much goes with everything, right? Which is great, because the shoes I have, they don't really go good with everything, right? But this outfit makes it work, Anyway, like, it's a cool sweater. Like, I have a cool sweater, and like, when I go out in civvies, hey man, like, I look good. Like, you look good, you feel good, right? And I'm already starting to feel a lot better. So it's just like small things, right? Another thing is, I cooked today, and I actually ate good food, real food that I made, that I'm proud of, right? So there's that too, right? And it was good. It was really good. Like, I haven't cooked in a while, and I'll be honest, the vegetables were like a little bit undercooked, but you can eat vegetables raw, that's fine. And it's not the best fried rice I made, but it was good enough for me to, it was good enough, right? And then what else do we have? We have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good things that outweigh the bad. And it's like, it's hard to see the good things in between. There's so much bad going on, and it's all in here. It's not just in here, but like, it's also like, how do I put this? It's just like I said, the environment that you're in. For example, the watch bill. No one likes to stand watch, and I know when I joined the fleet, I'm gonna be on watch all the time, but I actually clutched up. I met another guy who is also named Hall, right? We shared the same last name, and he was my general lead for our working party. Like, we were so cool that he decided, you know what, he's not putting me on the watch bill, because he's the one that writes the watch bill, and he decided not to put me on it because he doesn't put himself on it. So yeah, so no one's I've yet to well, actually, I volunteer for a watch, because if I do, then not only do I get to pick what I do, but also I don't have to stand watch for a very long time. And the cool thing is, because I classed up, I think it'd be a little different now that I've classed up. But you know what? Whatever, man. If it happens, it happens. But so far, it hasn't, and that's a blessing within itself, right? So another thing is, my leg injury. I had a leg injury. It actually followed me from ROTC. I ran improperly in ROTC and I hurt myself. Every once in a while, when I go for a run, that injury still happens. But I've noticed that since I've been running more consistently, the injury is starting to go away. My body's able to tolerate more. Not only because my body's getting used to it, but also because I've been eating right. Like, that was also kind of a blessing, right? I don't know what it is, but it's like I just miss my people. Another reason I'm kind of like in my own mind right now is because my birthday was fairly recent, right? The last video I made, that was a few days after my birthday. I've been going through some kind of existential crisis lately. I know 25 is not like that old. You know, I'm 5 years away from 30, and what do I have to show for it? I have, at 25, a career I just started. Most people my age who are in the military are already E4s or E5s, right? There's kind of like this regret thing going on, right? That I should have joined earlier, or I could have gotten out by now and, like, you know, try to find a family, like find a wife and settle down, have kids, right? And who knows if I'm gonna re-enlist? Like, what else am I gonna do? And it's sad, you know, it sucks to think about it that way, but it's true. Like, where else am I gonna go? Is there a future where I'm actually happily married with kids? You know, is there a future where I'm actually stable and can actually make decisions like that? I want to get there, I do, and I'm trying to work on it. I don't know what's holding me back so much, you know? But, you know, the thought of, you know, getting older and but like just not meeting the objectives that I want to meet and completing the things and accomplishing the goals that I want to accomplish, it gets really discouraging. You know, it's almost like applying for a bunch of different jobs at a bunch of different places and not getting picked up for an interview. That sucks, right? Because, like, you're trying to make a living, you're trying to, like, get some money, and you got to pay bills, you got to maybe take care of a family, right? And, like, it's just not working out. Like, you're doing your best, you're putting yourself out there, you're trying to up your resume, you're trying to go out and get more experience so you can up your resume to get a different job. Then you need years of experience and all this other stuff. So you're trying to meet the requirements before you're unemployed forever, you know? And for me, it's like, I'm trying to make sure I'm the person that I need to be to get to where I want to be, but I feel like I'm running out of time. I know that kind of sounds weird, like, it's so dumb. You know, in the future, I'm going to look back at this and, like, probably be so disappointed in myself, because 25 isn't that old. Like, I know that, but who knows what's gonna happen between now and then? I don't know. I really don't. I don't want to say like I've given up on myself, because, like, I can't afford to right now. Because, like, if you understood the state that we're in right now, you gotta keep going, because if you slow down, you stop, you get left behind, and that's no good for anybody. And in a training environment, yeah, that's not an option, right? Yeah, man, it's just a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain, both in mind and in body, because I'm getting older, I'll say. And also, like, the heart, you know, pain in here too. Oh man, I'm so, I don't know. It's just like trying to help other people, but also, like, not get into deep and, like, end up hurting myself. And there's a lot of things, right? Yeah, but I'm hurting all over. We're still here, because honestly, that's all I can do right now. Just show up. We're not in the best times right now. I'm not gonna, no offense to, I'm not saying just because you're young you're not wise, but, like, I can't take advice from people younger than me, because they're not where I'm at, right? And the mistakes that they're making right now is the same mistakes that I've made before. That makes them less credible. I feel like I'm missing something, and I don't really know what it is, because I'm doing everything I can to, like, piece everything together. It's just not working, you know? Right? Unless it is and I just don't see it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm neither here or there, right? Now, don't be, like, pitying me or anything, because, like, for right now, I'm not, like, super down in the dumps. It's just like I'm like throwing my arms in the air, like, like what is this? Like what's going on? It's more of a confusion than a disappointment, and it's more of a question, like, what am I doing, right? Like what's going on? Like so many L's and so many bad things that I was just hit with, and so much bad news, and the whole suicide watch, and it's like, damn. It's like, like I got hit with so much, and it's like, what's going on, dude? Like, first, I just want to win, brother. Like, I just want small wins, and then I want a big win too. Like, you know what? One of the big wins I would feel like would be like passing my first test. So you know what? Let's work towards that. Let's get that done. Let's study this. I mean, it's not like I went to school for this for 2 years. So yeah, back at square one. But then like there's the next thing to look forward to, right? Which is the next test. And I promised myself that I would be the top of my class, because let's be honest, I feel like that's one of the only things that I have to work towards that's actually meaningful, is being the best in my class. Now, this is not to be a conceited, standpoint, or like to sound like some kind of a-hole or whatever. And I'm not saying that I think I'm better than everybody else, because I'm not. I'm really not. There's a lot of people that are in way better positions than me right now. One of the only things I got to look forward to that I have control over is the grades that I'm getting, right? The grades that I'm earning. So that's going to be my next focus. Studying will also give me something to do, so I don't have to think about, the bad stuff. The holidays are coming up. Even if I did go home for the holidays, I'm still more or less by myself, right? That's the thing that sucks, is like every holiday I spent it alone, and when I go home, guess what? And yeah, I'll be with family, and I love them and everything like that, but like, it's not what I mean. I've said this before, and it's kind of a cliche, but like feeling alone in a room full of people is a real thing, and that's me sometimes when I'm home. Is like, yeah, I got family, I got people that love me, but I still feel alone. That's going to be the case when I get home, as things don't change, right? It'll be great to see them, don't get me wrong, and it'll be great to drive my car. Dude, we can make something. We could finally make that video. We can finally go on another night drive, or another drive in general. Like, dude, I can't tell you how excited I am to go home and drive my car. And that's another thing for me, is like getting out of my own head and trying to like rationalize what I'm going through by trying to create smaller goals that I know I can reach, and work towards things that I have control over. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And here's some advice for anyone who's going through boot camp or A school, right? Do it for yourself, man. Like, yeah, you have friends who are backing you and everything, but sometimes, man, those friends can be their goals might not line up with yours, right? They might be here for different reasons, and in moments where you're locked in and they're not, you can't break focus, right? And in the moments where that you have to do something, but they're kind of like not working towards the same thing, right? Then it's okay to like break off and do your own thing, right? I go to PT by myself late at night, when no one else is around, clearing my head so I can stay fresh for tomorrow, right? That's something that I do for me, right? Another thing I do for me is studying. Yeah, a lot of my friends, they tell me, go to the MWR, let's go hang out, let's go bowling, let's go do this, let's play pool, let's go. And yeah, I don't mind hanging out with them. I love them, right? I love my friends, but I gotta lock in and do this for me, right? So one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you right now, going into A school, going into boot camp, remember that not everyone is your friend, right? And everyone who is your friend, they don't always want the best for you, because they don't know what's best for you, right? They think they know, right? It's cool to hang out, it's cool to have fun, it'll be good for you. Yeah, sure, but what would be better is if I can perform at the level that I'm supposed to, and I can't do that if I'm not focused, right? So yeah, I guess one of the biggest things is try not to get distracted, right? And actually use your time here and work your small goals to rank up or level up or phase up or whatever. Like, working towards that should be your goal, right? Your one and only goal. And use that to get out of your own head, right? Remember that you're here for a reason, but right now your purpose is to jump these hurdles, right? Yeah, if you're on hold, which you're going to be, right? Going to A school, you're going to be on hold. Picking up trash, not fun, right? Why would they put organic material in a plastic bag and throw it away when it's disposable material? Like, it's a leaf, for crying out loud. A leaf, deteriorate, it dissolves, and it becomes dust again and goes back to the earth, right? I'm looking at all these acorns on the ground right now, like hundreds of thousands of acorns falling from this tree. You think we're gonna pick all this up, sweep it up, and clean it up just for it to happen again overnight? Yeah, because we're supposed to. But you know how stupid that sounds? You know what? Like, it's kind of dumb, right? But you got to do it, right? It's dumb, it's tedious, but it's a waste of time, but you got to do it, right? And it's boring and it's repetitive, but at the same time, it's like, once you've done it, once it's over, you get to move on to the next big thing or whatever that looks like. So for me, it was picking up sticks and leaves at the CO's office, and now it's studying my modules for the module exam. All right. So just, work towards your goals and remember where you are and where you need to be, right? And then where you want to be, right? Ahead, right? Thinking ahead, right? And you can't really move forward if you're stuck in your head, which is where I'm at right now. It's hard for me to move forward. It's hard for me to move on. And that's not just with school. That's just with everything. So that's the biggest problem that I'm having right now. It's like learning how to like move forward in the right direction. So yeah, just figuring things out. But anyway, like I said, this video is not scripted. There's no outline for it. Just kind of had to get something off my chest real quick. I don't even know if I'm gonna publish this. I might. Nah, I will. Editing, it's gonna be simple. Like, honestly, again, I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to document this moment and just remember where I'm at when this happened, right? This little pep talk, I guess you can call it. Yeah, don't let it get you down, right? And move forward. And like I said before, these videos, you can watch them if you want, but at the end of the day, they're for me, right? I'm talking to myself, so yeah. Anyway, it's getting late. It's actually 15 minutes till Alpha Muster. I don't have to because I'm bravoed, but yeah. At this time, I think I'll just head back. Eat a tub of ice cream because I have a tub of ice cream. Shout out roommates. Shout out Balish. I think he's the one that got it for me. If not, I thank the roommates for that one. I got a tub of ice cream that I got for my birthday. I'm gonna sit in my comfy new bed, and just, I guess, watch a movie and cry. No, I'm kidding. I got homework to do. I'll eat ice cream though, for sure. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go cope, and I will see you guys in the next. Where'd I put it? Oh yeah, here it is. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next one.